I finished off 2019 saying this.
And I'm sure I will be here in this exact same position next year, sitting here saying 2020 was the best year of my life.
And that did not age well, did it? ...2020 was off to an amazing start. I played my first gig, I went to Thailand, I played another gig, my YouTube views were skyrocketing, then boom, the fucking pandemic hit.
The first person-to-person transmission in the country.
It's going to disappear.
A pandemic.
That this is a global pandemic.
Just a crazy scene at a grocery store where toilet paper has been in high demand.
Yes, fights over toilet paper.
As with everyone else, this was a pretty shitty experience. I most definitely spent some time wallowing in self-pity. It was really shit. Like, honestly, I had no fucking idea what to do. My job was making YouTube videos, but the travel stuff they typically consisted of was impossible to make. This is fucked. This fucking sucks. I hate this shit, and I just want to see my friends. I got to the point where I wasn't really motivated to do anything, really. And then I sort of realized something. Wallowing in self-pity isn't gonna make anything better. In fact, it's just gonna make shit way, way worse.
But
yeah, you might have also noticed.
I saw my dad go once.
So I worked, and I worked around, and I made videos with what I had at my disposal. And before I knew it, somehow I managed to hit 100,000 subscribers. And this is an absolutely huge milestone. 100 motherfucking K! What else can I say besides fucking thank you so much? I discovered producing music. Every time I'd previously be DJing, I'd be now making music. Practicing every single day, getting better and better. And before I knew it, I had a few tracks under my belt, ready to be released in 2021. I soon realized that the pandemic was simply an excuse that I was giving myself to not do the things I was planning on doing. It might be more difficult, but I can still achieve my goals. And one of these goals that feels like it's been in the works for years now is my clothing line Zealous label.
I just want your body pressed on mine like it's supposed to. Any vodka, wine, my wet mimosa. Get you wet and sexy, super soaker. On the walls like painting pictures, posters. You got friends, I got friends, we can be friends. Get together, do this every weekend. Tell me that your man is always cheating, so don't feel guilty when you're with me creeping, girl. Act like an...
This brand means the absolute world to me, and it pretty much encapsulates every single thing that I'm about. The word zealous means in pursuit of something with great passion and enthusiasm. And I believe these two simple attributes can switch up the way people perceive not only chasing their goals, but also getting pretty much anything they want in life. I created the brand because I know fashion and confidence go hand in hand. And I wanted a brand that when wearing, could be that extra little shell of confidence that pushes people over the edge of self-doubt. We launched Zealous Collection 1 on June 1st, 2020, and we sold out in 2 days, which was absolutely unbelievable. I was completely shocked. I was not expecting it. I was quite overwhelmed. The amount of love on that collection was amazing. Thank you guys so much. And we continued kicking on. To be honest, it wasn't really easy. The two main things, traveling and partying, that my videos would usually be consisted of had been stripped away. As stupid as that sounds. But I still continued making videos with the circumstances that I was given. Before I knew it, some of the restrictions had eased a little bit. I road tripped up to Byron and slept in my car. I started working with my videographer Will, who just made my content that much better. I turned 20 years old. I met Dowlo. I released the second collection of Zealous label, which was just as much of a success as the first collection. Literally mind-blowing. Thank you again. Thank you. DJ gigs started to come back a bit. I did pub golf with these bunch of fucking legends. I went to schoolies for the third time. Hopefully the last. I'm not sure how proud I am of that, but... Anyway. And something became very apparent to me. and that thing is gratitude. Who would have thought sitting around a campfire with a bunch of mates drinking beers could be so fucking special? The things we took for granted. Going to the pub for a beer on tap, listening to live music, traveling pretty much anywhere, and going to a restaurant to eat out, it just tasted that much fucking better. All of the things that were stripped from us, we only understand now how truly special they really are. I don't think anyone is ever gonna take going to a festival for granted ever again. Or dancing in a mosh pit with all your friends. Even traveling outside the country. Wouldn't that be an absolute dream to do right now? It's so crazy that a lot of these things that we almost took for granted are the things that we absolutely crave so much. I feel like 2020 was a year for all of us that is very like pulling back the string of a bow before you can shoot it straight off into the distance. As cliche as that analogy is, everything that this year has created has caused us to appreciate the things that we have, or friends, events, and freedoms. It's pulling us back to shoot us forward. And it's a classic case of not being able to experience the highs unless you've experienced the lows. And the fruit of 2021 is going to taste that much fucking better after being starved for all of this shitty year. But really, was it such a shitty year? I mean, obviously yes on paper, but maybe think about it. I think I've experienced more personal growth this year than any other year due to the adversities I've faced. I can safely say I'm a much more leveled up version of myself than the person who was expecting 2020 to be full of just fun and games. And I really just want to say thank you. Thank you for 2020, and thank you guys for sticking by me. It really hasn't been an easy year for me, as with everyone else. I feel like I've jumped around so much in terms of content and figuring out who I really want to be in this weird internet space. And although I'm not all the way there yet, I'm the most comfortable in myself that I've ever been and the most confident in the content that I'm making that I've ever been. I've made a goal for 2021 and I want to pass 500,000 subscribers. It's definitely a pretty hefty goal, but they say if your goals don't scare you, you should make bigger goals that do scare you. And that's exactly what I've done. Although it's scary, I do have 100% confidence that we together will be able to make this happen, and I'm so excited to grow this family that we've created over the years. Perspective is so important, and the perspective I've gained through this year will carry through for the rest of my life, letting me enjoy more, love more, experience more, work smarter, and be more myself than ever before. They say growth comes from overcoming adversity, and I can safely say that every single person watching this has learned something about themselves during 2020, and that thing that they've learned about themselves, they will take with them for the rest of their life. So what did you learn from 2020? And was it really so bad after all?